Rowena!
Lucian, is that you?
Rowena, hold on!
I can't explain it. It's like your voice is lost somehow. Exemplars, stay alert. Let's find Lucian.
Wow!
Celestial Grace.
I've been a prison warden for what feels like an eternity. I've crushed riots, foiled breakout attempts, and sent all those who opposed me to the gallows. After a while, my prisoners didn't even try to rebel. They saw the futility. They heard the stories about me. Didn't you hear the stories, Lucian? You must have. You talked to everyone.
Oh, I heard them, Ivor. It was difficult to ascertain which ones were real and which were bedtime stories. Nightmare folk legends meant to scare children into good behavior.
Look into my eyes as I say this to you. Every story you heard about me is true, you arrogant prick. When I'm done with you, Counselor Lucian, the master manipulator, will no longer exist. Your cherished wit, your gift for conversation and cunning. I will steal every part of you that's worthwhile. I will lock you away in a prison of the mind. I'll leave you a drooling invalid in constant pain. And I will kill every person still alive in this rotting world you care about. Yes, especially her.
This is precisely why you failed as a statesman, Ivor. Your demeanor suited you well as a chief monster in a zoo for monsters. But even with your sorcery, you were unable to mask your cruelty. You are every bit as monstrous as the wretched beasts that live outside these walls.
You'll beg me for mercy soon enough. I've tortured every rebel and crushed every rebellion. You will not succeed.
What is that old saying? There's a first time for everything.
I wield this shield for those who cannot bear it.
Come on. Come on. Follow me. That's right. Exemplars. We've caught this decaying hunk of flesh by surprise. On my mark.
Yeah!
I know you are eager, Alistair, but remember to stay behind Zulfikar's shield. Ready? Now! Stay strong! Hold on! I'm here!
Impressed?
Stay behind me! Saber hook! Rushing sentry!
The Slog are getting deadlier by the day. We need to practice fighting smarter, not just harder. Everyone in Welkin Castle is counting on us. My son is counting on us. Thank you, Zulfikar. This way. The rebel base should be just ahead.
Shields up!
Impressed?
Stay behind me! Rushing sentry!
Charmed to meet you. Impressed?
Stay behind me! Rushing sentry! Stay behind me! Saber hook! brigade must carry on! Tall! Here! Rushing infantry! Shields up! Stay behind me! Rushing sentry!
Clear the path!
So close to love in this slow
Shields up!
We fight as one!
The Silver Brigade must carry on! Shields up!
We fight! Clear the
Stay
path!
behind me!
This list is in good hands. I promise you. You fought bravely until the very end. You're honorable, an inspiration.
What are you really fighting for?
I know who I'm fighting for. I bet you'll see things differently in death. When I was alive, all I cared about was myself. There was a target on my back, but I was too arrogant to think anyone could touch me. I was a bird of prey soaring through the clouds until an arrow from the ground pierced my wing. And I crashed. Hard. Now my son is locked away in a castle in the sky. I've forgotten how to cry. All I can do now is fight to get him back. Exemplars, please follow me. We're going to Welkin. One step closer to my son.
Ah, good of you to drop in, Rowena. Or is it phase in? Accuracy is important.
Call it whatever you want.
Did you acquire the list?
Here it is, Lucian. What I had to go through to get it.
I am impressed you can hold physical objects. A rare ability among phantoms. You are clearly strong of spirit.
Don't get cute. That letter is stained with the blood of an innocent woman.
We all have our roles to play in this grand opera. We shall honor her sacrifice with a great performance of our own.
The world is literally dying. And how do you spend your time? Dreaming up theater metaphors?
I am fully aware of the severity of our situation. We are attempting to dethrone a tyrannical prison warden in his own prison. It is hard enough to break out of a prison, let alone extirpate one from within. This list is the first of many, many steps on the road to Ivor's downfall.
The first of many? Edwin could be exposed to miasma in his cell. If that happens, so help me, I'll make sure you die along with him.
I'm currently plotting Ivor's demise with the ghost of a woman he executed for treason. My life is already at risk. I ask only two things of you, your assistance and your patience. Provide me with those and we will free your son. I guarantee it.
How much is your guarantee worth, exactly?
A great deal, I assure you. It would be a fool's errand challenging Ivor on our own. We need allies in the castle to win over the hearts and minds of our fellow prisoners. We must turn the people against Ivor.
They won't rebel as long as he provides them with basic necessities. Food and water.
Perhaps we can find a spy who knows where the supply deliveries are coming from. So then we can hijack the shipment.
Okay. I'm going back to the Oleth Mountains to find more rebels. Maybe they have information we can use. The faster we work, the faster Edwin is free.
Have fun traversing the woods. Roast a marshmallow for me?
What did I tell you about getting cute?
I have been trapped in a prison ruled by a madman for 5 years. A bit of cabin fever was inevitable. My stars, look at these names! I never would have imagined.
That's liquid! Drink this!
Stay focused. Victory is within our grasp.
Shields up! Rushing sentry!
Revenant Whale! Whatever it takes! Revenant Whale! Whatever it takes! Revenant Whale!
I am Lord Gosun, and join me, like and subscribe to be sure to win a giveaway. Join me as I play all types of games, role-playing, survival games, RPGs. I'm mainly into survival and RPGs, but I do play competitive games here and there, as you can see on the screen. You are more than welcome to follow me on Instagram at Lord Gosun. You can also follow me on Twitter at Lord_Gosun. And if you really want to get to know me, why not go to my Facebook page, which you can find as J Walker on Facebook. Look out for my logo, and that will be me. I might add you to a group or two, or maybe a page as well. But another thing you can do is also team up with me in certain games. I do play with my streamers sometimes, so I invite you to a game or two, and we can get our game on together. But for the meantime, be sure to go through my page and go through my channel and see what I have to offer that you may or may not like. But remember, in order to be a winner, you have to subscribe, and you have to be number 500 in the subscription. So there you have it. 500 will be a winner, a random winner as well. Thank you. Hate to see you leave, but remember, get your game on. Peace. Also like, comment, subscribe, and have a chance at winning a PSN card.